Excessive centralization of today data landscape has led businesses to explore decentralized Web3 based approaches for managing their digital assets and exploring new ways of monetizing their data. As a result, businesses are slowly shifting the central notions and core technologies that have traditionally defined their organization. Uh, from information technology to customer experience to management structure and business models. Ocean Protocol is the embodiment of Web3 advances as they apply to data. In simple terms, Ocean offers a set of open software tools that allows data to be shared and monetized while giving data owners privacy and control. By leveraging Web3 blockchain technology and an innovative tokenized ecosystem, Ocean acts as the connecting tissue between data consumers and providers. First and foremost, Ocean makes it possible to set up transparent data marketplaces for anyone to publish and sell data. Ocean also has an innovative computer data function that allows data to be traded and consumed without compromising privacy. Ocean tokens, data NFTs, they protect and certify the ownership. And also they allow fine-grained permission that harness the power of DeFi to provide scalable monetization structures. In short, Ocean allows data owners to publish, curate, discover, and use data services. And those services can be accessed by a global market of data consumers, all without a central intermediary and with a fully transparent audit trail. In 2022, Ocean technology has been implemented by a variety of enterprise-grade use cases in automotive, mobility, and also Ocean technology is playing a key role in various European consortium data space projects, GAIX being one of them. Of particular interest to enterprises is Ocean ability to allow compute access without disclosing the content of data, and as well allowing data to be monetized while protecting the privacy of individual digital assets. Another interesting Ocean feature for enterprises is audit trails for full transparency, which is a key attribute of distributed ledger technology, or as you know, it's blockchain. Also, because of Ocean's federated architecture, there are no lock-in effects, and it's possible to include data and data services from various sources. Of course, bringing Web3 to enterprises comes with some challenges. And the main challenges were security and legal compliance. On the security part, how do you enforce all company policies? How do you translate the roles and permissions that are already in place? On the legal side, how do you comply with the regulations? So let's explore the challenges that we had. Data tokens, are they utility or security tokens? Transferable NFTs, is this compliant with the regulations? Advanced computer data flows, how to preserve security, ownership, role-based access control, how do you enforce rules, and also isolated markets. So let's talk about them one by one. Data tokens. So first, the compliance question was, are data tokens, which are RC20 tokens, utility or security tokens? How can we enforce that they are not going to be labeled as security? And for that, we have designed two RC20 data token templates. The first one acts like any other RC20 token. It has no limitations. Anyone can buy, anyone can hold data tokens in their wallet. Transfers are allowed, so you can freely move data tokens from one wallet to another. The second template, which is used by enterprises, basically it's going to limit those features. You cannot freely buy a data token, and you cannot hold it in your wallet. Data tokens are living just inside one transaction. And inside that transaction, you are going to buy the data token, you are going to order the asset, and the order event is going to be stored on chain, and you are going to burn the data token. Thus, circulating supply is always zero. So again, there cannot be enterprise data tokens in somebody's wallet. For Ocean, it's very important that data NFTs are compliant with the RSC 721 standard. But on the enterprise level, that can be problematic in case of transfer. So we took another approach, and when a data NFT is created, we have added an additional option. It's available in the constructor, and the publisher or the market who's publishing that NFT, it's going to decide if that NFT can be transferred, which is the default option, or the transfer option is disabled, meaning that the transfer ownership function is going to revert. Going further, advanced computer data flows. Based on Acentrik use cases, we have developed a variety of scenarios for computer data jobs. The first one, this is the most common concept. You have data sets with PI information and public algorithms. But another use case could be a private algorithm, which is using a public data set. In this scenario, we are going to protect the algorithm code. I don't know, maybe you have a super weather predict algorithm, and obviously no one should be able to see that code, but you are going to apply that on top of a public data set like weather data. Access to weather data is pretty common. There is no PI information. Of course, the third scenario is private algorithm using PI containing data sets. We need to protect both the algorithm code and the data set. And on top of that, we also need to make sure that we are going to enforce all the roles and rules by having allow and deny lists for both data sets and algorithms. So any publisher is going to be able to control who's going to use that data set or algorithm. Next topic was the role-based access control. And obviously the challenge was, how can we enforce enterprise role management? And we built RBAC. RBAC works, I would say, pretty simple. We are going to link wallet addresses to users. And those users are already managed by the enterprise. I don't know, maybe the enterprise is going to use a simple auth mechanism, or Microsoft Active Directory, or LDAP. The RBAC code can be extended to use other solutions because RBAC is an open source tool. And any action at the market level and at the backend components is going to be authorized by RBAC first. So you are going to decide who can publish, who can consume, who can view, and so on. In Web3 world, frontends do not have any processing authorization. They're just going to use whatever is exposed by the smart contracts. That leads to a cool feature for decentralization. Any asset that you are going to publish using the smart contract is going to be visible to all the frontends because they are using the same source of truth. But for enterprises with all those restrictions, regulations, compliance that we have talked about, this doesn't make sense. And mainly because of two perspectives. Your assets are not going to be consumable by other markets because obviously they do not have the necessary permissions. And the second, your enterprise market is going to display assets which are created outside. And for that, when publishing a new asset, we are going to encrypt the metadata. And we can control who's going to be able to decrypt. In our case, we are going to make sure that only Acentrik metadata cache can do that, and nobody else. And that asset is not going to be visible in any other market except Acentrik.